All right. Do you remember that?
What?
So long, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye for now. Until we meet again. I said so long, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye for now. Until we meet again.
It's been great
Come on.
to be and sing together in the box, but now it's time to say goodbye. I say
That's
hello,
what it's from.
farewell to you, my friend.
Goodbye
for now, until we meet again.
Wow, y'all are lucky. You got a live PA. Do you know
Fam.
what that means? It means you people are lucky.
I'm not even trying to do live percussion, but I was thinking about this the other day. Yeah, you know,
Oh, no.
because I was thinking of, I was gonna write something like reflective type poem or whatever, and then I was thinking back to primary school, and then I remember when the elders used to make us, well, my elders, they would make us thing do, and if you're cold enough, you could like add stuff
Beatbox. You had to beatbox it.
Fam.
Yo, that was the only beat that we had.
Them niggas would have you under pressure.
Yes,
You
sweating.
fumbled that.
Sweating for it. Do you like how my phone case matches my jumper?
I didn't realize until now.
Like, I'm just...
But it actually kind of looks cool.
I was
Can't
just
lie to
sick with it. That's all I can say. I'm sick
kind of
with
looks
it.
cool.
Kind of means very cool.
Just a heads up. I'm gonna be rubbing my eye throughout this whole thing because I don't know if I have.
Please don't
sensitive.
speak it into existence.
Yeah, but something's going on with my eyes and my eyelashes. I literally brushed off today and like 5 came off of my finger.
That's very nuts, by the way. Like, that is very, very nuts.
Is there alopecia for just your eyelashes?
No,
Or would
I
it
think
affect
that
all your...
alopecia affects your eyelashes, but I don't believe you'll just lose your eyelash hair.
I'm
But it may
losing
start.
my hair.
It may
Hey, this
Think
might
about
not
it.
just be genetics.
think about it. It does. Sometimes it will just start with your lashes, or it will start with another part of your body, and it will, manifest itself in your lashes.
Anyway, praying against them things.
Amen.
But while we're here, we should have done a prayer over my dear sister's life because she has recently turned 20. Do you want to say how old you?
Yeah.
She's recently turned 25 years.
Man said, do you want to
age.
say 25 looks delicious on me? Okay, it looks delicious on me. 25 and popping 20, fine. You feel me? Period. I don't know about that 25 plus stuff though, because I'm just 25. I'm on 26. Furthermore, I'm very cool.
It's 25 plus, as in like 18 plus. Okay. It's right.
I can't wait till we start excluding these lot from motives.
Hmm?
The 98 use. Ugh. I said that to you the other day. He
No,
was
you
moving like
said-
such a 98.
No. What you said was fucked up. I can't lie. You said we did something wrong with you nigga back in that.
Yeah,
with
we
you
did.
niggas back in
We
98.
failed these 98 kids. We really did. Something went wrong. How so very 98 of
Nah,
you.
man. My year is the last year of like sanity, I believe.
Just about.
Below
you say
us.
your year, but you're 98, 99. I don't know.
I
don't
feel
know.
like below us, they're exposing. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
Did you hear
Well,
that tune?
hi guys. It's your girl Lex,
It's your boy Denzel.
and you're locked into
TwinPodcast.
We
Fam.
back in the building.
We back.
Lockdown 2.0 done out. Deep that. Just like that. 1 month. A trim. A trim. Just fast anyhow.
Do you believe that this is going to be the last lockdown?
I think we're still in lockdown, G.
Yeah.
I think we are locked up. They won't let
And
us
blacks
out.
have been in lockdown for generations
Think about
because
it.
of our mindsets.
Think about
and
it.
That's
Emancipate yourself from mental slavery.
That's what we're going to talk about today. Well, forms of mental bondage anyway, and anguish.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a nice prelude. We love a segue.
Fam, but it hasn't been locked down for everybody. Some people have been, just flying out.
The people who
Before-
have been doing LDN to DXB.
Fam.
Wow. You lot meant it.
Before this, like, it's been a string of, like, locations. Like, first it was Mykonos.
Oh, yeah. Mykonos stroke
And then,
Santorini.
from
Then
Santorini.
they locked that off.
Yeah, and then, where do people go in between then and now? Like, because I know we're going to get to the most recent place, but I swear there was somewhere in between that.
There was another location, but I don't remember.
Yeah. And then to now, it's been Dubai.
Everybody's in
or
Dubai.
Die. Nigga said,
Dubai or die.
nigga said, I'm gonna fly to Dubai, regardless.
Yeah.
Like, regardless.
Kill me pan a beach.
Fam,
Kill me pan somebody pretty eye. Like, kill me pan a beach. And I hear it. I was like, oh no, I don't know if I can travel again since I went on holiday in August. And I was just like, oh, like I already did that whole like traveling in a pandemic thing. And to be honest, it was very calm. But Dubai looks open. When they said, hey, everybody come, we're open, they meant it.
Niggas sprinted, ran, duck dived,
jump, skipped,
swung,
niggas, and looped into the country.
Fam, you know that meme with that clip from That's So Raven where the guy's like, I need someone
says, I need something to jump through. So
she dumped in, fam. That's literally what everyone was doing in Dubai.
That's So Raven was so funny.
I'm gonna reload it, man. Disney
Plus.
And I have to
I'm watching that on your account.
People.
I have my own Disney Plus, but I've been paying for Netflix all this time, and my family have been using it to a point where, like, sometimes you'll just be watching Netflix, it'll be telling you too many screens. I ain't finna buy more screens for these people. So now I'm gonna be using his Disney Plus because how many years has it been that you lot were using my Netflix for? Okay, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't. I don't even know why you're bringing this up. You
know
when people do nice things for you, and then afterwards it's like, oh yeah, I did this, now you have to do this. No, you should be giving from your hat. From Kuma. You should be giving it. You were yem.
I'm screaming. Yeah, you were yem. You tried to bring me down by not letting me use your Disney Plus. But anyway,
I know what you're talking
about. We finna load it up.
But yeah.
On the topic of Dubai though.
Yeah, everybody's in Dubai.
I wish I was. I can't sit here and lie to you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like if I could be in Dubai right now,
riding those camels.
My thing about so I've been to Dubai, right? Mm-hmm. But it was a different type of holiday because I went with our mum and sister, and it was mum's birthday and stuff. It was very chilled, very nice, good vibes. But it was some years ago now, and Dubai is cool. Like, don't let anybody tell you, oh, Dubai's not all that. It's all that. Like, I don't want to say, oh, it's the best place I've been to in my life. But I think that holidays are what you make them. Yeah. So if people are screaming, oh, Dubai's the best holiday they've ever been on, believe them, because a holiday is what you make it. If you went out on holiday and you put in time to have fun, you will have fun in Dubai. Like, you can really have fun in Dubai. So that is my first piece on that.
See, I haven't been to Dubai, so what's there to do in Dubai? All I know is in fact, you can say it. What did
to
you
be
do
honest,
when
I
you were
didn't
in
do, as I said, it was a different type of holiday. I wasn't with my friends. I think Dubai with my friends would be probably even more fun. But we did like tourist stuff. We went to the gold souks. We were staying in old Dubai at the time. So we went out to the Palm, to Jumeirah Beach. We had a great time. Like,
so what's the difference between old Dubai and new Dubai?
Old Dubai is, so where we were staying is a place called H.E.R. And I would say... I would say New Dubai is very much what you see as like man-made. Very, I don't want to say it's very touristy, but that is where you're going to find the majority of resorts. So like if you're staying in New Dubai, you don't really need to leave, essentially. And if you wanted like an all-inclusive holiday...
So is New Dubai like where the clubs and stuff are?
Mostly, yeah.
Okay.
H.E.R.'s like, if you're in H.E.R., you know that you're in Dubai because it's Dubai. But generally speaking, you see a lot more like working people. It's a little bit more of a hustle and bustle. Like you can see the people who, I guess, migrated to Dubai. So like expats, you see work. I feel like when we went to, I guess we were only visiting anyway, but when we went to the Palm, I was seeing fun. It was like, you know, Vegas where you just see dollar signs. That's how it feels in New Dubai. But old Dubai, you see work, and there are still like slums. So when we went to the souks, yeah, bro. When we went to the souks, so I was at the time looking for a sari, just because like I just think they're so beautiful. But wow, that thing was heavy. I said, yeah, maybe I actually can't wear a sari. But I was looking for a sari, so we went in the markets, and you see people like there's like there are slums, but same way there's a ghetto everywhere. So it's not like there's no ghetto in Dubai, but you don't go on holiday to go to the ghetto.
Yeah, very true.
Do you get what I'm
very
saying?
True, yeah.
We were there for a reason. We wanted to see the markets. We wanted to go to the gold souks, and there's certain places where like we were just walking, so we weren't lost, like, but we were intentionally looking at the city, as in old Dubai. But if you're gonna stay in the Palm, Jumeirah, like Hilton, you're not gonna experience that. And I guess most people don't go on holiday to experience that. But as I say, I was with my mum and sister, so it's a different type of holiday. If I'm going on holiday for luxury, I don't want to see all that.
Would you go to holiday now in the same place where your op is? Like if you had beef with a babe, would you go?
100%. Like somebody who doesn't like me or I don't like isn't going to stop me from going somewhere I want to go. Oh my gosh, what? Oh my gosh, what? Meet me there, babe.
Just meet me there.
No, but like I don't believe in like, I can't go there. It's hot. But again, I don't have ops. So I'm talking from the, like, obviously there are people who don't like me, but like, it's not that, first of all, there are many people. I don't know, man. If they don't like me, I don't know. But
yeah, it's not necessarily.
I don't have anybody, it's not on site with anyone with me. That is madness. But I would go though.
Yeah, I think I would go as well. I like, and if it's like a motive, that's different because I don't know who you know in this party. Same, but to be honest, even a whole different country is kind of dangerous. I'm thinking more so from like a Mandan perspective, I guess.
Would you go on holiday? So you would go on holiday if you knew your ops were going to be there?
If I had ops, probably, yeah.
Because I mean, what difference does it make?
Like I'm going on my holiday. This is anyway. Cool. I'll get onto that later, innit? My next question. This is the last stupid question I'm gonna ask you. Would you fight somebody on a plane?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah. Aunties have been doing it since the beginning of time.
Very, very tricky.
Anybody can get blocked at any blocking time.
It's very true.
Nobody above blocking.
Nobody above blocking.
Gee, so what? Because now we're on the plane. As I said, if it's that we have beef already, that's even more reason to fight somebody on the plane. People are fighting strangers on the plane, you know. Let's be completely realistic.
Like that white guy that was saying, "You nigger bitch." The KFC hat.
Like, that's great. People are fighting strangers on the plane because they wouldn't move their hand luggage from their spot. Like, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh yeah, like, oh my God. On a plane? What's different from a plane and a train?
What does your ticket say? B57. Then why the hell is it B56?
Oh, I want the window seat. You what? You thought?
Like, I hear it.
I'm sorry. Like, what? People acting like you can't fight on a plane. So where can you fight if not in the air?
That's one thing I feel like people need to normalize, like the beefs or the altercations that happen in like places. I feel like just because it's black, people tend to like do that a lot.
Oh, what's like make it a thing?
Yeah, like let's say from the Headie one and Tion thing. Yeah.
If you don't know, basically, Headie one and Tion Wayne happened to be on the same flight. Yeah. On the way back home from Dubai, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And got into it. So if you're online, you would have seen it was an altercation, but obviously they're not cool, so they're not cool in it. Mm-hmm.
I saw a lot of corn before we say like the whole black people stuff. I saw a whole lot of corn from like people getting onto Headie and stuff based on like saying he wasn't like trying to scrap or something or da. But more so like if we look at like the 2 clicks or whatever, like OFB with the Niners, is Headie one is a bigger artist than the rest of his conglomerates. Yeah, like the rest of the people with him. That's not a diss. It's a fact. Like. He's the biggest artist. Like, in comparison to him and Tion, Headie's the bigger artist. Like, Headie's number one album. I don't think Tion's had a number one album. Maybe a number one song, maybe. But I don't think a project of Tion's has gone number one. Like,
I don't believe so. And we're not saying he doesn't do his thing.
But no, because going number one is a very big achievement. Like, there's not that many people, especially from our scene, that can say that they've gone number one in the UK chart. Like, it's
just like that. A lot of artists can't say that.
It's a very difficult thing. Like, Drake, Future, all these like
these are artists with number one albums.
These are big artists. Like, it's not Headie singing isn't a small thing. I'm not saying Tion's is either. It isn't, but it's different. It's different. There's no way of me being the star that I am, I'm going to fight you on a plane. I get it, there's different principles. You're from the roads, but if you think about it from like okay, what's really gonna mess up my life here? If one of these man scrap, it's kind of like that's what. Even though that's kind of what Headie's music is, it's different at the same time. Like, Headie's making princess cuts. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that is canary. Is there a different type of bragging I'm doing or talking about? Like,
princess cuts for my baby.
Fam is different. Is his thing set different?
Do you know what it is? I just think like one, I agree.
Mm.
But I also think, okay, just because I would fight my op on the plane doesn't mean I have to.
Mm.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it makes you...
less of a...
I don't think it means that your bark and your bite aren't the same size if you don't end up having full-blown scraps on the plane. First of all, you need to take into consideration that you are in the air, like you're in the sky. If the plane was moving as well, like, we don't know the context of where was the plane stationary.
I think the plane was stationary.
Cool.
I don't know. I don't even know.
We don't know. Do you get what I mean? You're getting ready to take off, or let's say the plane's even in the... What exactly... People are different on planes. That's one thing I would say, because I know even Leona, she's gonna hate me. If you see how the babe acts on the plane, it's different to how she's acting when she's on land, because your ears be popping and hurting. Sometimes even the movement makes you feel a bit of a way. So now what? Because I can't hear and I'm feeling woozy, but I have to fight my ops, so I need to put my fear of heights aside. Like, you don't know how people feel when they're on the plane. Furthermore, like, just because I would fight you doesn't mean I have to. Equally, I fight you on the plane, okay, cool. Do I want to go to jail?
But this is what I'm saying. Like, I get, this is what people's argument was though, because if you're saying it's on site, or you talk a certain type of way, and then it comes to it, or it's the only thing that people are seeing in it. It comes to something that people can see, and it doesn't match that. They're gonna be like, oh well,
that's your business though. People
it's not
say
really
like that. So they're basically saying it's not really on site.
Yeah,
but it is on site because they still got into it. What wouldn't have been on site was if they looked at each other and walked past. But my thing is, you can be my op, and I don't have to physically fight you here. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna fight you though.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like, sometimes even with beef, there's a time and a place, and I get that. That's why people are saying on site should mean on site. But then at the same time, people are like, "But why would you fight on a plane?"
But this is what that's my whole thing. Like, even if it's an on site thing, yeah. Is that if you see somebody like an op with their mum, or like somebody you're beefing like with their mum carrying shopping, like fam, like I'm shopping with my Marge, like I'm on a plane, like we are on a plane. You ever see like in Girlfriends?
You ever see snakes on a plane?
When fam, can't take these niggas anyway. You ever see in Girlfriend? Yeah, when I'm not gonna ruin it, but Lynn was in the bathtub with my man's girl.
Oh yeah.
That she didn't like, and she was gonna get the radio and put it into the water, and then she was like, Lynn, and she's like, we're both in this.
Yeah,
we're in the pool together. If you put this radio in the pool, we're both gonna be electrocuted and die. Like, you have
to think of the serious consequences.
I don't think I had scrapped somebody on a plane, but then again, I don't hate anybody that much. Yeah, serious consequences. Speaking of him, apparently, like, people are concerned.
Who, for Big Tipper?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's come back. He's come back to snapping his like bear. Like, one of them looked like he was passed out or something. Anyway,
they said that he did a skit and he looked dead in the skit.
Prayers to Big Tipper, innit? Like,
because that guy was damn funny.
Fam, that guy was damn funny.
Serious consequences.
Literally. I hope he's alright.
I hope he's
Hopefully
okay.
there's a larger plan above all of this. But yeah, in terms of that, people fighting. So there people saying, oh man, this is why we can't go to these places like Dubai and stuff.
And why not?
Because like black people just bare embarrassing. Like, why are you fighting on the plane? Like, I can see it from that perspective. Yeah, like, why are we scrapping on the plane? But I don't think I wouldn't say it's a black people thing. I think anybody scrapping like the B56 and B57 thing, I think that's mad embarrassing. Like, just
people fight on the plane all the time.
People fight on the plane all the time over dumb stuff. Like,
exactly.
People fight in bare different places over all types of stuff. Like what we were saying before, like with Spain, like when white people go Spain,
Benidorm.
Yeah, they go Benidorm or Magaluf.
Start moving mad,
and they start scrapping, and they have it, and it's known like this is like a lad culture.
People even say, "Oh yeah, the lads have come, the English people have come." Yeah. So what's the difference?
Like, why is it when the lads are doing it, it's just what we expect these men to do. But when we do it, it's like, oh, we're so embarrassing.
This is such a shame.
Black people anywhere. You man have money. So I feel like people think if you have money, it retracts all of your other emotions.
Yeah, your
money
don't matter.
Being rich isn't an emotion, fam.
Yeah,
it's a status. Like,
people think that because you have money, that means now like somebody can't do something to offend you.
I can be
Brother.
damn rich and damn frustrated.
Damn offended.
Like, what does that mean?
I just think it's very, very crazy. And I think that what I don't like is the standard that people like to hold people with money or status or fame or celebrity to. Don't hold me to a higher standard.
So because that's like I have no money in my pocket right now. Somebody slaps me. I have 50 grand in my pocket. Somebody slaps
I think
me.
I'll even be more offended.
Damn, I'll be more
If I had
offended.
money in my
And I'll
pocket,
take
you're
out my
slapping my
50
face.
grand and slap
Slap
you
your
with that as
face.
well. Because what does that
That's
mean?
even making me more mad.
I feel like
People think only broke people can be angry. Damn. Damn.
Like, and even though this is going off this a little bit, the same way like I feel like when rich people are upset about something, as in like not in like upset in like an angry way, but like upset like something's like upset them.
And they're like, what do you have to be sad?
Yeah, what are you crying about? You're rich, bro. If touch wood, if my mum died and I was rich,
I'm still gonna cry, bro.
and I'm poor. Like, what does that?
What's the difference?
What is that?
It's a loss.
It's still a loss. If I had a friend since I was 10 and then we don't chat anymore, rich or poor, like, what does... I've still lost that relationship with people. I feel like people are so tapped or to an extent bitter that they can't accept that.
Yeah, that rich people or people with celebrity are still people.
Yeah, but going back to the whole like Dubai and fighting thing, I feel like the way I see it anyway is I feel like black people kind of have, or I say from the people on the TL or that voice their opinions on this, it's like this Dubai thing isn't the first time this has happened.
They're always saying that we ruin everything. And
this is just from an altercation. But this aside, when people even go places, like
who said Loz tweeted Dubai's like London.
I don't even feel like with that she was violating or she said anything like especially like out there or crazy. I think she was trying to say basically everybody who's like everybody who's from ends is in there.
I just think it's funny because you're not from London.
That was funny.
Like, what do you actually know about London?
That was funny.
Funny you should say that, hun. Because is London big for you?
Like,
you ain't from here, girl.
Anyway.
But equally, like, I get it. I get it.
Nobody, like, that's what I was going to say. Like, when we were coming to your birthday thing, yeah? Because you did a little get-together, whatever. When me and Leona were going there, I was just like, in my head, I was thinking, she was planning to get there late anyway. And I was just thinking, so if we get there now and everybody's gone, what's the difference in us saying happy birthday to her in our house to then driving, going somewhere to say happy birthday to her there? Do you get what I mean? That's why I feel like to an extent when people say, oh yeah, like what Loz said is like London now, or when people are like, like what's the point in going, or even like a party, what's the point in going to a party with everybody that's here,
everybody from
just
to see the same people?
I don't necessarily want to be around the same people, and I hear it from that perspective. But what I don't like is when they're just like, people are there now, so that they've ruined it.
Ruined. That means you can't go. And this is why I started by saying there's two different sides of Dubai, you know. Where we stayed was a beautiful 5-star hotel called Jude Palace, formerly known as Taj Palace. You can stay there. If you don't want to be physically around people who you think you might know, there are so many hotels, so many apartments. You don't have to stay at the Palm. You don't have to stay at the Hilton. You don't have to go to 5. Like you literally don't have to do it. And I think that like other people being in the country doesn't ruin your holiday. When I was in Dubai, there was a girl from my uni who was there at the same time. The day that we went to the Burj Khalifa, she was also there. Did not see the babe. Didn't see her. I knew her. She was there at the same time. And bro, sometimes we go recess and I don't see you. So what's the difference? Well, because you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who's also in Dubai. Now you can't go. You don't have to do the same things that other people do on holiday.
And even if they are there, like, or when people do go to places, so fucking what?
It's because people like being the only black, but they don't know how to admit it. And I don't like that.
People have this, black people like have this weird thing with exclusivity. Or like being, and I guess it does stem from slavery to an extent, like in terms of like when people talk about like house niggas and field niggas and stuff like that, because I feel like some people are they see their whole status in life, or when people make the point about black men like marrying white women, like coming down to, you want to come across from a certain status or like a certain level of exclusivity, like I can access this exclusivity, you can't. So now this makes this like more important than it is.
Yeah.
Why are you making locations like exclusive. Like,
but it's the same way I told you. Like every time it seems like black people are doing something, then we've ruined it. Do you know? It's like when they said black girls ruined red velvet cake. Excuse me. So
it's cake, bruv.
It's cake.
It's
Do you
cake.
get what I mean? And I'm waiting for them to come and say that we've ruined Prada nylon bags. I'm waiting for it to come, because it will come as soon as like people like something that's trendy and the people who like the trendy thing are black. Now it's ruined. And I think that is disgusting. I think it's so disgusting.
Even like what's places like Novikov.
They said that we ruined Hakkasan.
And we ruined Hakkasan.
Yo, listen, I went to Hakkasan for the first time last month. Great vibes.
Fam, like,
I will for sure be back.
Fam, like, why is it contingent on the amount of black people that are there, and you prefer it to be like a
people want
least
to feel
amount of
like
black
the
people that are there.
only one, like they want to feel like, and I find that so scary. But it's the same as like, you know, when you think of American celebrities and the first ones to have been like allowed in the room. So for example, if you watch the Sam Cooke documentary on Netflix, it's like they would invite him to sing and perform, and they loved him when he was singing and performing, but that was it. He was like the only black person who could be in the room and the band because he was making music, and it's like, oh yeah, we love you for this, but nothing else. We don't want you around, kind of thing. And it was like, if he had the mindset that, yeah, I'm better than you guys because I'm in the room. No, like he had a talent and he was accepted in that way for his talent. But when you watch the documentary, like you really see how it was purely only for that talent. And I think that if you sit and think about being allowed a seat at the table, especially in like the context of US celebrities and fame historically, being allowed a seat at the table always came with a caveat. You can be here, but only if you're doing this. You can sit with us, but only if you're willing to do this. And it's like, where you know that was the case historically, why are you trying to create the same thing now?
Amongst yourselves.
Amongst ourselves.
That's
we can
what
go there,
pisses me
but
off the
only
most.
if nobody else is going there. Santorini's ruined. Everybody was there. I hear that some people don't actually like to be in busy places, but again, there are different parts of every single country. Even small island Malta, you can go to Gozo, you can go to St. Julius, you can go to St. George. Like, you don't have to be in the same place. You simply do not. So if you want to go to the country and you want to experience the country, how can I put you off because somebody who looks like you is here? I find that so scary. And when I went Malta, I was just chilling one night looking for somewhere to go, and we came across a Nigerian bar. I was so happy. Like, I was so happy. I was like, wow. And I was laughing because I was thinking, Nigerians really go everywhere, innit? Like, one thing about them, they go far somewhere. But like, I was hearing Yahoo, and I was like, bro. And we went in, and you know, they were doing like, they were selling cocktails like any other normal person. Delicious, best rum punch I've ever had, like genuinely in my life. Good vibes. We even got a chance to man the music and get behind the DJ decks. Do you think in a foreign country we would have ever got the opportunity to just even have that experience of, I went into a bar and before I knew it, I was the one controlling the music in the bar and chilling and speaking to these guys who were telling us the story of how, they moved to Malta for football and then got injured. You know, it's actually the age-old story, but they got scouted, went to Malta, they were playing football and they got injured, and then basically they were just like, well, we're here now, we might as well stay, and they decided to have a bar. And it's like, imagine that, and people will go to places and die for the fact that nobody looks like them and be so happy about that. And I was just thinking, like, I'm out here and there's Africans here. I was so happy. I hate being the only black person in the room. Like, I don't know why people think it's a good thing, because I don't think it is. Like, I really don't. There's nothing appealing about it.
Fam, it's just that I feel like we have an identity crisis, like, amongst our culture a lot of the times, of like, okay, so this was done to us. Like when we were talking about business practices and stuff like that, like, oh, this was done to me, so I'm gonna do this now. And it's like, why? Like, what makes you want to do this? Like, what you said about being like the only black person in the room. Like, just because you've worked hard to let me change it to like a workplace perspective. so many people would be like, so many black people, we see it all the time. Like, I'm going to keep referencing Girlfriend because that's what I'm watching right now. But like, when Joan was arguing about, oh yeah, like I've worked so hard to be in this position at my law firm and whatever. Now imagine if she was just like, oh yeah, no, William, I'm not gonna help you out because you're someone else that's black as well. Like, you have to work as hard as me to be here. No, to an extent, yeah, like work hard. But just because you had to go through struggle to get here, make it easier for people that came after you. Like, I've never been that type of person. Especially like, let's say even like podcasting or whatever. If I'm the first one out of my friends to do podcasting and I had to like, let's say research certain places or do certain stuff.
Now I can plug you.
Like trial and error. Like even like what would I say? Like there's better stuff we would do differently. Like if we started again because. We've started and we've seen what's wrong. You think I'm going to go tell people, you just have to figure it out yourself? No, like, I would be like, cool, make sure you set up an account or get X amount of followers before you start. Do you get what I mean? Like, why? It's so far removed.
I don't know why.
Like, I don't understand like that. And I feel like is intrinsic sometimes with black people. Like, I can only say black people because that's the community I'm in. Or that's the people that I'm
Do you think
with.
It's intrinsic though? I think it's learned.
Oh, sorry. I mean learned. And when I say intrinsic, it's like we carry it on to other people.
Right.
Or onto like generations or different like people around us. Because I've never been taught that was the thing to do.
That what was the thing to do?
Like get a blessing or get an opportunity or go somewhere and then be like, nah, for the rest of you lot. Like, you don't need to. Like, that's just not the way I am. And it doesn't appeal to me either.
It stinks.
So I feel like, yeah, I guess it is learned.
I definitely think it's learned behavior, and I think that is something that we should be willing to unlearn. Like, unlearn that whole I'm the only one and I suffered. And you know what? I can accept that when you struggle for something and you get it.
It's a rewarding feeling.
It's a rewarding feeling, and also you feel like, wow, people really don't know. Like people like Misha B, she took a battering on TV. Do you know what I'm saying? Alexander Burke took a battering on TV. Like, she took a battering, and we didn't even know the half. And to think that fast forward a couple of years where that was happening to them, and then Leanne from Little Mix still was experiencing the same stuff, being excluded, being seen differently,
even Normani from whatever group she was
from
in.
What's that group called?
I never listened
Fifth
to
Harmony.
Their music. Yeah,
Fifth Harmony. Normani, how people talk about her and stuff, being the black performer, people have suffered, and we don't know the half. But imagine just thinking, oh yeah, like, boy, you're gonna see,
fam.
like, what?
Have you seen that Dave Chappelle thing that he did recently?
No, I haven't yet.
You should really watch it.
I haven't watched it yet. It's on my list though.
He basically said because Netflix announced they were putting Chappelle show on Netflix, innit? And then like HBO and those type of places like are streaming it now as well. But then what he said is, I haven't been paid from that show, as in like I haven't been paid what I should have been paid, or at least what I feel like I should have been paid. He said legally, contractually, this is all right. I was a 29-year-old becoming a father. Like, I needed the bread or whatever. And he's like, the people that work there now, like at Comedy Central, like, you go into your votes, like you don't have to take my word for it. Go into your votes, go through the documents and stuff. You might not even, you probably weren't there when they were doing this to me, but now you're in those positions now. You have the power to make change. Go into the votes, see the amount of money that's next to what that show made, then see how much I got paid from it, and you're gonna think you're like, it's crazy. He was like, he was so upset that Netflix were doing it, and he was just like, fam, like, this, like, you lot streaming this is like fucking me up, like it's upsetting me. And Netflix took it off of Netflix. Like they said, yeah, cool, because this upsets you, we're not gonna put it up. HBO, when he was pitching the show to people, he pitched the show to HBO, and they said to him, what do we need you for? Let that sink in. They asked him, what do we need you for? now it's my show or the show I created that you want to stream, that you're streaming, because you've only seen what it can gain afterwards. The reason why I say this, and then he said he's appealing to the audience now because you guys are my real boss. Like, boycott the show. Don't watch it until these man pay me. I won't watch it until they pay him. Like, but I say this because it's similar to what Joe Budden's been saying about podcasting and landscapes. It's like, if none of these people were saying these things, because he was saying he's doing a big taboo by like speaking about it because people don't usually speak about deals and but by him speaking about it is for creatives and other people afterwards, or entertainers afterwards, or that are coming up to know what not to do, and even businesses to know not how to treat people.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to make this easier for myself and for everyone else around me.
Look like me.
And what they tend to do is that in those positions, they'll say that you're crazy. Like what they were trying to say before, like he lost when he declined the 50 mil.
They said he lost his mind.
He lost his mind. He's gone to Africa. He's smoking crack. Like, they do these smear campaigns and stuff. Same time after Joe Budden's Spotify deal, all of the dog stuff came out and all of this type of stuff. Or what's her name? That girl, the Tahiri, was saying the abuse allegations and stuff like that. And it's like, you guys are seeing. This is happening with me. You can see this now. I'm going to tell you how to avoid this. So same time when people get into these white only spaces and they feel like they're obliged to keep it exclusive and be the only black person there and then make it harder for people to come afterwards. It's like, why? And I feel like when people can't come in after people and they're viewing people that are in these exclusive things sometimes, they're either like, it can go two ways. They're either like, rah, you're mad different, like like why are you making this exclusive, or they're just like, I forgot what I was gonna say. That's so annoying. And you know what it is, I realized I was gonna forget what I was gonna say as well.
That happens to me.
It's gone now, people. It's gone now.
I just think that, like, where you can make something easier for a next person, you just should. It's literally just the right thing to do. And there's been a lot on the timeline about, like, morality and what's right and what's wrong. And honestly, I feel like, have you guys learned nothing from 2020? Like, we're not a small community. We may be small in numbers. As I said, like the Jamaicans say, little but talawa. Like, we are not a small boy community where nothing we do matters. We're the tastemakers and we've been the tastemakers. So if everybody's going to Dubai, it's because we made it cool. Like, literally. See it as a compliment. Why do you not want to be in the cool places? Do you know what I'm saying? And like, looking at what No Signal Radio have been able to do, the No Signal team with the recess parties from time, like making day parties cool again. Like, I'm not being funny, but before recess, I wasn't going to day parties. And then you had the additional things, and you had pitch. You had the things where like people wanted to do fun things outside with people who look like them. So it's like, why are we making things cool just so only white people can like so we can push people out?
Like, that doesn't make any sense, you fucking weirdos. Like how what the hell?
When
like,
you turn on No Signal and you're listening to music you actually want to hear, rather than begging Capital to play your tune.
I don't need to beg you to do anything.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Why?
Rather than now, how after all of the years and years and years and years of chat about having us letting us watch our TV shows, when they were taking Trouble off the air, did they tell us?
They just took it.
You went home one day, you changed the channel to Trouble, the channel doesn't exist anymore. You were just seeing, you remember that green thing that used to come on the screen that the channel was gone? They didn't care. They said, yeah, what, you lost little channel with your little black shows. Bye. Now everybody's reliving their childhood. People are learning from girlfriends, learning from Moesha, learning from sister, seeing even the dynamics, or even unlearning by hearing certain things that they're saying in the shows and thinking, right, I would never say that now. But that was the reality then. Like, some of the stuff that they say on Girlfriends, I'm not going to sit here and say it's not problematic, but it was their truth. And it's important to hear that was the truth.
What I find really impressive about Girlfriends is that a lot of the times when they say something left, like for a show that was existing when it was, they like address when they've said something that was left. Like, what did Tony say? Something about the dark skin, that she wouldn't date the dark skin brother. when she met him, and then it was just like, fam, like,
what are you talking
you know
about?
that comes from like self-hate, like you're saying this because you're not accepting yourself. And she was like, no, I think I'm dank, but it's like, I'm dark skinned, like,
yeah.
and
she was saying exactly why she doesn't want her kids to end up growing up how she grew up, and she was saying that you lot are saying this from your place of privilege, and then it was a colorism discussion with Joan, and how, sis, you can't relate because you don't look like me, and it's a conversation you didn't hear people having. Like, Girlfriends is incredible, but as much as like I love just what they talk about and the themes, it's very important to again see black people on screen, like majority black people. There's no white people in Girlfriends besides Todd
or the boss, and the boss says that the boss says racially outrageous stuff, and at first when you're you just think, just it's just her boss like saying this, but then it's her white boss saying this, and they make sure that it's very prevalent that what he's saying is ignorant. Like a lot of it is funny.
Reality,
like, a hell of it is funny, fam. Like when Sweetelson is jokes, but at the same time, it's like, I'm like, rah, I know this person. Like, everybody's met a Sweetelson, and it's like, why is it always this white boss saying these racially like ambiguous lines, like
calling you girl?
Oh yeah, I'm hip. Like saying this bare stuff,
telling
like,
William about booty calls, like it's just like all crazy things. But it's so real that it shows you what it looks like when we are in our own communities, and I just think that that's something that's so important to preserve. And I say all this to say, bro, like, know the people around you, know the people who look like you, and cherish them. I get on site is on site, and we're gonna have beef and blah blah, and just because we're all black doesn't mean you can't have a problem with somebody who looks like you. You absolutely can. That's personal stuff. But when it comes to trying to lock other black people out of spaces because now the spaces are too black, that's a dangerous territory to me. Like, you saying that, I don't want to go to Dubai because now everyone from ends is there. You're telling me that Dubai is looking too black for you. And I find that very, very scary. It's
like, I'm fighting to get into these spaces, but now that I'm here, it pulls a little bit, too.
You know that meme? It's a bit too black for me.
Yeah.
Video. That's how you lot are coming with regards to these countries.
And as much as people like fight against being like coons and like call out people that are being coons, when you're following this place is too black rhetoric, I just want you to know you're being a coon.
That's exactly
like
what you're being.
Actually being
you're being
a coon.
Uncle Tom. You want to be in the house.
And it's very embarrassing.
But can't nobody else come in the house.
Fam, is very embarrassing. Like, very embarrassing.
I've never been more embarrassed than, to be honest, than watching these things.
Prior to this, I was saying like, I feel like we can't progress until we get out of the mindset of like something like being too black or like needing to be exclusive. But then I asked myself like, what is progress for black people, and why do we feel like, what is that? Like, what does that look like?
I think it depends on like the lens from which you're viewing.
Because is it to be like more like white people or be in the spaces of white people?
Do you get what I'm saying?
So what is that? What is that?
It really, I don't know, man. I feel like it's again dangerous to want to mirror the white experience.
And this isn't about like equality or stuff like that. Like that is a progress.
Social,
but I mean,
social existence. I think it's dangerous to want to mirror the white experience because it just simply isn't it's not our reality. I just think we should do us and do it well. Do you live in your black excellence?
Literally.
I don't think that like progress is linear and it's this thing that you can say, do you know what, like, and I see that comment a lot, so I'm glad that like you thought about it and stuff, because I see, as black people, we'll never progress until we can do this. We'll never progress until we can let go of that. And it's like,
I hear you.
Who says we're not progressing though? What is progress?
I feel like a lot of the stuff that goes wrong is part of progress.
100%.
Or like a lot of the discourse is progress. Like, let's say now from these man scrapping on the plane or whatever to link it back to the Headie and Tion thing, like now people will be like, you know what? Regardless of whatever happens here, this is gonna look bad. Like it's just gonna look
in and of itself.
scrap. That's what I'm saying.
Fighting on a plane.
Fight. It's just gonna look like raw, like fighting on it. If like beef aside, if you just think about it, like fighting on the plane kind of looks mad.
Yeah. With no context,
Yeah.
it don't make sense.
Do you get what I mean? It just looks weird. Okay, people are watching at home and gonna be like, you know what? We're not gonna fight on the plane anymore. Like, let's say if I see someone, I'm not gonna fight on the plane. That can be progress. Like, of just like.
If it makes you think you don't want to look like that, then that can be progress. But also, if it makes you think, nah, 100%, I see exactly why that would happen. That's you understanding and stopping all the hood politics. Oh my gosh, that's what I was even going to say. If you ever saw the hood philosophers coming out that day talking about, you man don't know what beef is. If it's on site, it's on site. What, have you ever seen your op? Like, what's that thing if you see me in a fight with a grizzly bear?
Help the bear!
Like, people were coming like, what, but have you ever seen your ops and you're in a compromising position? You're still on site. Shut up, brother. You lot are not the only ones who know what beef is like. Like, I just find it so funny that whenever there's beef, the hood philosophers come out on the timeline like, nah, but if you not really knew that, did they WhatsApp you?
Fam, this is what I'm saying. Plus, and you know who else I don't like? Even the hood philosophers and the people that take this like this sudden moral consciousness, that high route.
You didn't
like,
have a problem when your mum was fighting the auntie on the plane though.
Or even when these men are like, to an extent, I hear when people are like, fam, this is what these men rap about all day. So why are you now
Suddenly
surprised about it? Because
I guess people think that people don't mean what they say.
fam, like, if I said, when I see you, I'm punching you in the nipple. When I see you and I punch you in the nipple,
people shouldn't be
and
like,
then it's filmed, people are, oh my God, the nipple.
The nipple.
Not the nipple.
I mean, punch him anywhere but there. That's how people are moving though.
Fam, like,
fight him anywhere but there. But I said it's on site. So what's
fam,
your problem?
Because now if I scrapped you in the baggage claim, there's that, nah, anywhere but the
But would it have been different if they had scrapped in the club? Because now they would have been like, oh, but you're in the club, you're on holiday. Fam. It doesn't matter where. Because people would have had a problem with it regardless.
Yeah.
I hate that. Oh my gosh,
Literally.
I hate that so much.
And the girls, no, like, why are you fighting here?
I know him.
He
wouldn't do that. No, you guys, if he thought that means it was really serious,
fam,
because I know him and he just wouldn't do that.
If he was going to Ireland, then maybe, but I know that he wouldn't be fighting in Dubai. Shut up, man.
Absolutely not. Like, I just know him. He would never. That's why, honestly, those are my favourite people. You think I'm standing in front of somebody doing no? Hey, please. So I'll put my glasses on and carry on my holiday.
The one thing that was sad but funny at the same time was the woman in the back like, there's kids.
Yeah, there's kids. I'm so bloody what? Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. I don't give a damn about them
I'm
niggas.
so what? This is all I'm saying. When you lot's mums are fighting on planes, on the KLM flight to Ghana.
You said the KLM, but I swear there was WhatsApp.
Brother,
anyway.
Anyway. When people's mums are fighting in Sainsbury's, when people's mums are fighting on road, you're not thinking, oh my God, why are they fighting? When that girl went to go and fight Auntie Boots.
You're like, oh, why are you fighting in Boots?
Yeah, people are like, I hear it because it seems a bit mad. So if a small girl can go and fight some auntie in her place of work, True says she didn't touch her, but she really did go and verbally attack her. So if that's acceptable, I don't see how fighting your ops when you see them isn't.
And with that being said, top picks?
Top picks. My top picks for today. Okay, so there's an artist called Biyi, as in Biyi. Biyi.
Biyi.
Yeah, it's a Nigerian name. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, Biyi. I know it doesn't sound like I'm saying it properly, but it's just because I'm not going to stress the name. But he released an EP, and the EP is called Heartbreak for Brekkie. And this was released in this month, so in November. I think, like, if you lot don't like follow him on socials and stuff, you probably should. He's an artist but also an athlete. I believe he plays like rugby. I think it is. Yeah.
What type of music does he make?
Just listen to it.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah. So the song on Heartbreak for Brekkie, that's my first top pick, is called Lovebow. It's really just good vibes. So yeah, I hope you lot listen to that top pick. My second top pick, I Feel It Coming.
You're a bastard.
Is that one of yours?
Yeah.
Time is of the essence. Oh, what a tune. That's one of my favourite songs on Made in Lagos.
Baby. Oh, nobody's for certain. Oh, no one loves you the same way.
Tems
Oh,
absolutely snap.
what's in her voice?
I
It
want
has
to
to be
know.
crack cocaine because whatever's in her voice.
I want to know. It's crack, but mixed with brownies and golden syrup
Fam.
and just sprinkles of all things good. The babe can sing.
Tems'
man.
voice. I just want it to sleep. I just
Wow,
want to hear it to sleep.
lullabies.
You're all I want. just
You're
that,
all I
just her
want.
voice. All I want.
But yeah, that is Wizkid with Essence featuring Tems. That is, yeah, that's one of my favorites on Made in Lagos. And finally, I like my crumble with some custard. You lot know if anybody's going to bring an NSG song, it's going to be me. But Kate Winslet by NSG, that's another one that I've been bumping. So my third and final top pick is Kate Winslet by NSG.
What an absolute prick.
Why?
I'm so frustrated that you made that one of your top.
That I stole your top pick. You know what? This is why we don't discuss top picks beforehand. That's why you guys get such an array of different tracks. But yeah, those are my top picks. That's what I've been listening to since.
Cool.
Did I stop my HomePod before we left the house?
Yeah, I don't think it was playing when you left. Okay. It was playing when you were getting ready though.
No, because I was thinking All Night could still be playing.
Cool. My top picks. I've had to change my tune, but I've added another Wizkid one. So I'll start off with Wizkid. That album is amazing.
Made in Lagos is fantastic.
Top tier music.
It keeps
tier music.
and it just it gets better every time.
Fam. Bloody hell. So my first one is True Love featuring Iwar and Projexx.
Keeps me warm.
At first I thought it was Two-Face singing that because it's a very
it's a Two-Face type of
my days.
prisoner.
What? Who number one?
Your love give me something I want.
Your love give me something I need. Your love give me something that's real sad. Fam,
It's
what
the
fam, what a tune.
Top tier music.
Fam, head loss. My second tune is, I didn't know this artist before his project released, but then there people were talking about it, and I'm in a music group chat, so they were talking about it, and I was just like, calm, let me hear it out. And then Rob's played in his car, so it's VB. He released a project. I don't know if it's an album or a mixtape, but it's solid.
I don't know who VB is, but I'll check it out.
The tune's called Max V.
Max V.
And it's like a soul sample. Like that's one thing I proper like about him is his samples. And he's a like the project's cover is him holding a trap line. Okay. So it's like I really wasn't expecting the music to sound like that, but I appreciate it. And it's
I like being caught off guard.
Tier. And my top pick is, I've been banging this song out since it came out. It's H.E.R. with Damage. Holding me tight, all time you could be, giving me lies, fam. If you love me, don't take what, really sing, fam. I like it when she's in this bag. Like she's very much of an artist that does loads of different stuff. But that's your favorite version. I hear that. Smoke this joint, lit it up, Lil Wayne with the lighter, crazy. But yeah, that's been it for us. Sick. Hope you guys enjoyed the chat. And yeah, stay tuned because we'll be right here for the next one. It's your boy Denz. It's been your girl Lex. You've been listening to Twin Podcast.